Okay. First off, I want to mention to everybody that we are having a open mic night. We've encouraged some people who may not be as accustomed to public speaking as well as I am. You know, I'm a polished public speaker. I call it the radio. I raise my hand and open my big mouth every opportunity I get. But we were thinking that if we could encourage more people to talk, that this would be a good idea. At least Ken thought it would be a good idea, which maybe that means I'm not doing this as good a job as I think. So we're going to have, everybody's going to have 6 minutes to speak, and at the end of the 6 minutes, I'd like everybody to be as raucous and as boisterous and affirming in their applause as is possible. But give them their full 6 minutes and let them do that. So, without further ado, and as is our tradition, we're going to start tonight with the Pledge of Allegiance. Tonight, my dear friend, Pete, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, now, without further ado, we're going to kind of just drop right into it with my dear friend, Gary, host of the Freedom Network. He's here to talk to us. His topic is Speak Up. Now, Patrick there is going to be holding up signs to warn you.
All right, I know.
Actually, I was giving you the 30 seconds.
You should warn me. Because I could go on and on and on and talk about freedom. But all right, I want to thank everybody for bringing me in, letting me talk to everybody tonight. My name is Gary. I'm here from the Freedom Network. As you said, if you want to know anything about that, talk to me afterwards. We won't waste the precious moments we have here talking about that. So we're here tonight to talk about politics, what we think, our opinions. We want to hear from people that we don't always hear from. And it's fantastic that we have people here that want to speak up. Speaking up is the blood of freedom. When we shy away or we don't say something, freedom loses a little bit of blood. When we don't try to inspire others to speak out, freedom loses more blood. In America, we have the right to speak up and the right to speak up loudly against things that our government is doing wrong. Does anyone think that it's wrong to let, say, illegal aliens just walk into our country and then benefit from coming into our country and get benefits that even sometimes legal citizens can't get? Is that right?
No.
You think that's right?
No.
No.
Let me hear what you think about a government that taxes success, creates class, social, ethnic, and economic wars between the people, dividing us and pitting us against each other. Is that right?
No.
That's not right. Let me hear you, let everybody hear you, let the country hear you. With social media, there's no longer no way for you to speak out. Information and opinions are flying around everywhere, and I ask you, are yours out there? Who knows what you think? Who really knows what you think? You know, speaking out is not always comfortable. I've hosted radio and TV shows, and I was doing it even before I could get a drink at the bar. And let me tell you, it's scary. You make mistakes, things happen, but you know what? You got to keep on going. I've been called names, I've been threatened, I've been yelled at. You know what? I don't care, because nobody is going to tell me that my opinion doesn't matter, and nobody should tell you yours doesn't either. Your voice is as important and impactful as any national media talking head. You can go from Rush Limbaugh, Howie Carr, Chris Matthews, or Rachel Maddow. They're all just the same as you. They're people with opinions. Now, I said that your voice is impactful and meaningful, and it is. When you bring facts and reality, you plant seeds that sometimes can change thinking. Debating doesn't have to be hot and heavy. It doesn't always have to be an argument. Sometimes it does, but not always. And sometimes the best way to speak out is maybe using some well-placed humor. For example, I had someone on Facebook not too long ago. There were thousands of responses to her comment. Many were on her side. What they were doing was defending Hillary Clinton, and they were trying to sell people on the fact that we need a woman as president because of how women are treated and how they're taken advantage of and how they're paid less. Now, I could have gone on and on and on about the whole Clinton dissertation and the whole 9 yards, but I posted this. I say, can I just make a few observations here, please? Hillary advocates for a $15 an hour minimum wage, yet in the last 6 months she's paid valets at functions just $10 an hour. Now, your organization set that rate. I said, women in the Obama White House make less on average than men. Women in Bill Clinton's White House and his governor's office also were paid less on average than men. In fact, Bill Clinton was accused of and paid to settle rape cases when he was governor. Hillary's husband was accused of rape several times. He even groped a woman in the Oval Office not long after her husband had passed away. Who could forget Monica? Yeah, Bill treats women wonderfully. You know, the Clintons will do as much for women's rights and equality as the Obama administration has done for race relations. Hillary is not your best spokesperson for women because she's exactly what you say you stand against. She sticks with an accused rapist, pays people subpar wages herself, and stood by when her husband did the same. Are we even on the same planet? I left it there, I went to bed. When I woke up, there were hundreds and hundreds of replies to the comment. But one stood out to me, and it reminded me that what we say can change things. And that's why we have to speak up. That standout was from the woman that posted the original comment. She said that she looked into what I said. I did my research and easily learned that what you said was right. Her quote, Gary, I listened to the news and thought that what I said was correct, but it was not. Thanks for pointing that out to me. Many people were calling me names like I was a zombie or a sheeple and I had no brain. But you didn't insult me. So I kept reading, and then I looked and looked into it. And thanks for being normal, but not letting me get away with being wrong. See, folks, it's all about engaging people. Changing minds happens, it's real, and you can reach people. But the only way to do it is to stand tough and to make it happen. Speak with confidence and know what you're talking about. Trust me, it's not all about polish. It's about the message. So when I say that freedom of speech and speaking up is the blood of freedom, I mean that. We all know freedom is not free. Everyone knows the famous comment, when they came for me, no one was left to speak up. Americans are fighters. We're freedom-loving people. We love our families and we love our country. Never let anyone take that away. Never give up. And always exercise your right to freedom of speech. We all know that to ensure our freedom of speech, we have things like the Second Amendment. We have a Constitution, and we have a republic that ensures people elect those that represent you. So speak to them. Speak to your neighbor. Speak to your children's future and speak up. Because you can make a difference. You all can make a difference. I want to thank everybody for letting me be here tonight to talk to you. It's the second time I've spoken here, and it's great. The people here are great. Tell it from your heart. Let freedom ring. That's what the Freedom Network is all about. Thank you.